Kudirat Abiola's children sue federal government. Tinubu's early exit at Minor rally is not due to health concerns, APC-PCC. Federal government approves new whistleblower bill. Children of late Mrs. Kudirat Abiola, who is the wife of the winner of the 1993 presidential election, Chief MKO Abiola, have dragged the federal government before the Ecowas Court of Justice Abuja over the killing of their mother. The suit mat ECWCCJ APP 62-2022 was filed on Tuesday by their lawyer Femi Falana. Mrs. Abiola was shot dead in Aka in Oregun area in Lagos on June 4, 1996, at the time she was leading the campaign for the unconditional release of her husband, who was detained for declaring himself president based on the results of the annulled election. Falana recalled that Sergeant Barnabas Jabila, popularly known as Sergeant Rogers, who is a member of the killer squad set up by the then military junta, confessed during a sitting of the Oputa panel in Lagos on December 8, 2000, that he shot Mrs. Abiola dead and attempted to kill the late Senator Abraham Adesoya and Alex Ibro by shooting them on the instructions of the Major Hamza al-Mustafa, who is the Chief Secretary Officer of General Sani Abacha from November 1993 to June 1998. He said the killing of Mrs. Kudirat Abiola by the armed agents of the defendants is illegal and a violation of our human rights to life and dignity. He also urged that the failure or refusal of the defendants to protect the life of late Alhaja Kudirat Abiola in the Republic of Nigeria amounts to violation of Articles 1, 4, 5, 18 and 23 of the African Charter of Human and People's Rights. The reliefs being sought include an order directing the defendants to charge Sergeant Barnabas Mohammed Abdul and Aminu Mohammed with murder for the brutal killing of Mrs. Kudirat Abiola in Lagos on June 4, 1996. An order directing the defendants to pay a sum of $10 million to the applicants as a compensation for the unlawful killing of Alhaja Kudirat Abiola. The Director, Media and Publicity of the All Progressives Congress Presidential Campaign Council, Bayo Ononuga, shut down rumors that the presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu was rushed off the stage due to health concerns at the Minor rally. Tinubu's campaign trail moved to the Niger State capital on Wednesday, December 14, 2022. Tinubu only made a brief appearance on stage without making any long speech. This is unusual for a rally of such magnitude, and speculations were already afoot that he was weeks off the stage due to health issues. Reacting to the development, Ononuga explained that Tinubu had to leave the rally early because the crowd that turned up to welcome him was so massive. He disclosed this in a statement shared on the official website of the APC presidential candidate and his running mate Senator Kashim Shettima a few hours after the event. Shortly after the Minor rally, Tinubu was spotted at the inauguration of his campaign office in the city, donated by Blueprint newspaper publisher and chairman of strategic communications of the Asiwaju Bola Tinubu Presidential Campaign Council, Mohammed Malagi. Tinubu also paid a visit to the Emir of Minor and was later hosted in a luncheon organized by the Governor of Niger, Abubakar Bello. The federal government on Wednesday approved a new whistleblower draft bill. It also lamented that the existing whistleblowing policy launched on December 21, 2016 was losing momentum. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Dr. Zainab Ahmed, disclosed this to the State House correspondents after the week's council meeting chaired by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo at the Aso Rock Villa, Abuja. Launched in December 2016 by the Buhari-led government, the Whistleblower Protection Act, facilitated through the Federal Ministry of Finance, provides legal cover for individuals who voluntarily expose acts of fraud, bribery, looted government funds and assets, financial misconduct, and other forms of corruption. The policy also rewards a whistleblower who provides information about any financial mismanagement or tip-off about stolen funds to the ministry portal, with 2.5 to 5% of the funds recovered by the Nigerian government. Speaking after this week's FREC meeting, Ahmed said the council approved the draft bill to strengthen the fight against corruption and protect whistleblowers that provide helpful information to the federal government. She said the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning presented several memos today. The first is the draft whistleblower bill for 2022. This memo has been reviewed by the council and approved with a provision to ensure alignment with the Evidence Act. The purpose of operationalizing and putting in place the whistleblower bill is to strengthen and fight against corruption and to enable protection for whistleblowers that provide information for use by the government. As you know, since 2016, the council has approved the setting up of the Presidential Initiative of Continuous Audit. PIC has been working in partnership with EFCC, ICPC, DSS and NFIU and the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation. We noticed that the whistleblower policy response has lost momentum. We embarked on engagements in the 6 geopolitical zones, and one of the main outcomes that we found is that people are concerned about their safety due to providing information. So this bill is critical to ensure the effectiveness of the retention of the whistle policy. Here are the headlines again. Kudirat Abiola's children sue federal government. Tinubu's early exit at Minor rally is not due to health concerns, APC-PCC. Federal government approves new whistleblower bill. Thank you for listening. I am Odele Kimufin. Follow.